getting this set up here. I'm gonna share my stream in a couple places, then get going here. Got a few mods set up on the newly updated TNB Trails mod map. Hope everyone's having a good Friday. If you've joined into the stream, thank you for joining in. Got the CCM MD32. I got the electric conversion pack, and I got the 69 FD Bronco, the not a Bronco crawler, and yeah, the electric conversion pack, which is pretty awesome. I really enjoy that electric conversion pack. I am just finishing up sharing my stream in a couple places. I don't know why when I share it, it's not, usually it'll do like the display picture where I have the vehicles staged right now, and then I can share it and it'll show the image that's currently on the screen right now, but for some reason it's not doing it, which is a little disappointing because I try to take it just that extra like 5-10 minutes before starting to stream up to set up the picture here, and it doesn't want to do it. But oh well, it's a minor inconvenience, I'm really not worried. I'm really excited to try out this updated version of TNB Trails. If any of you have played this map, you know how fun and intricate this map is. It's easily one of the top maps on this game for sure, especially for a mod map. But yeah, just finishing up sharing in one final place, and here we go. I'm gonna take out this electric conversion kit YAR 87 after a minute, but I'm gonna take this CCM out here for a quick little drive, and yeah, see what this thing can do. But this map has been updated significantly. There's a lot more trees and a lot more textures, there's a lot more everything. But also, I only checked it out earlier this afternoon quickly, but the creator made over here a massive sand dune that is really fun. There are more trails over in this area here, and if I switch the map around, over in the center part, he's really built out a lot of trails connecting in through here. So it's really just fleshing out the entire map as a whole. It's really starting to come together. If any of you have been playing this map since console mods launched, you know that it has been through quite an evolution so far. But I'm just going to drive around with the CCM MD32 here. I got my moonshine in the back of the car there, and I'm going to go for a little cruise, crawl with this. And then shortly after that, I'm going to jump back in the YAR 87 with the prototype trailer, and then I'm going to be able to go around with the prototype exploration unit, and I'm going to unlock the whole map with that trailer. Hey, Iron Guy 19, I have not been able to use the Big Moose 3500. That mod, for me personally, I cannot get it to activate on either my Xbox or on my PlayStation 4. So yeah, I've been trying to activate it. I did everything I possibly could. I unsubscribed from everything. I disabled everything. I even deleted the game and reinstalled the game on both platforms, on Xbox and on PlayStation, and no luck at all. I just cannot get the big moves to activate for me on either Xbox or PlayStation, so yeah, that's a little disappointing, but we got this mod the same day, and I absolutely love it. I put the taller suspension on it for fun, even though it makes it really bouncy. But I just love these big old, these are off-road tires, or all-terrain tires. They aren't even the mud tires, but they just look so good. I just think they look fun. Okay, I'm gonna just take this little crawl section, see how this thing can do, doing a little crawling. I've taken it around like Wisconsin, but I haven't done like real technical crawling or anything yet with it. So we'll see how it handles. It has all-time diff lock, which is a nice little touch. It makes it so it's always putting down power, but it really does not have the same amount of power that the other CCM, the 9310 that we have on consoles. It does not have the same amount of like top speed as that mod, but it's still fun. It's a beautiful little Scout. I just love the old school body shape. I took the front fenders off. You can really customize, like taking the fenders off, you can take the doors off, you can take the side panels for the hood off. I took the trunk panel off so you could see the extra fuel or moonshine, as I guess it's supposed to be, in the trunk, which is a cool little touch. I don't have it activated right now, but there is a passenger little like mascot for the vehicle in the passenger seat that's like a human body with a deer head on it, which is kind of creepy and weird, but I like that. It's just a unique little mod. But the creator of this mod has quite a few other mods like this already on PC that should eventually be converted to consoles as well. So hopefully we get more of his just cool, unique little like rat rod crawlers. I think that'd be really fun. Hey there, Mr. LED 370. Yeah, I use the cleanup tool also. I did every single trick you can possibly think of, and yeah, nothing worked on my consoles, either Xbox One or on my PlayStation 4 Pro here, the one I'm currently playing on. I could not get the 3500 to work. This thing is just bouncing around. Looks like he made these trails just a slight bit tougher with the added little rocks and stuff. It used to be a lot smoother, or it might just be this car, but I am struggling. I was trying to read the comments while driving too, which doesn't help, but yeah, Mr. LED. I do multiplayer, but not currently. I just with the stream, if I'm doing streams, personally I like to do it single player, so I have the ability to change night to day. Hey there, Joe Cammy. Thanks for joining in the stream. Hope you're having a good Friday. I'm gonna take a little smoke break here real quick. I packed up the bong and I didn't even smoke it. And then I'm gonna get over this little crest here. I'm gonna roll it trying. Oh, it works. Oh, it works. But yeah, I really did. Just like everyone else, I tried everything to get that RAM to work, and it just would not for me. So silly. There we go. I just needed to come at it with a little more speed. So yeah, this thing, it's not the best crawler, but it's just fun. Like, that's what these kind of mods are all about. It's just about fun. It's just a cool looking, unique vehicle. that it's not something that we have in the game already, you know. Oh god, oh shit. That's going. Yep. That's what I get for talking while playing. Chaos! Nailed it. At least I landed on all four. Just means I'm supposed to go to another part of the map. Just hit the F it button and you just go with the flow. That's the best part about this game. There's almost no consequences. I love the fact there's no time limit, there's nothing. Just going around and free roaming like this is kind of the primary reason I play the game. Like, I don't even really play it to do the contracts and the missions and stuff. Like, leveling up and all that stuff is cool, but all I want to do to level up is just unlock other vehicles and all the maps and everything, so then I can just free roam and explore. And that's all I want to do. It's not too much to ask. Oh, that thing's so bouncy. This tall suspension is so bouncy on this thing, it's kind of hilarious. Alright, going with the flow for a second time. You know what? The way I'm stuck right now just kind of feels like it's meant to be. Like, I just wasn't meant to use this yet, but I really do have to go around the map, and I gotta unlock with the active radar. And I just want to clear the entire map, so then I just have a good view of everything that's been updated and everything like that. So I'm just gonna circle back to the garage over here, and I'm gonna jump in that electric converted Yar 87. And I'm going to take that little beast around the map. The new upgrade, that pack, the hybrid electric pack, has been updated to where the all Russian vehicles in the mod pack have even stronger engines now, where they only had 5 options as far as the power of the engine, and now there are 6, and it's even quicker. And the engines are almost all torque. It's almost hilarious to drive. But this electric converted Yar 87, I'm in love with it. I really love it. And the tires that I have on it are the OP tires, so they have all grip. And this thing is just fast. So much faster than the regular one. Just the only weird thing is that it's friggin' silent. Like, you can never get used to it. It's so strange. But the performance that you get out of it compared to the original vehicle is what makes it worth it. I do have the active suspension on it, and I have it raised right now. I like how tall it is. It's just fun. I love these mods that take the base game vehicles and just make them feel unique and different. The different headlights is a nice touch too. Oh, hey Kiwi, thanks for joining in the stream. Jan, thanks for joining in the stream, bud. Hope you're doing well. Enjoying your Friday. Jan is also admin with me in the console mod group, if you guys are from that group at all. The groups have been absolute chaos the last couple days with all the issues with the RAM restrictions and everything, especially with, like we were talking about earlier, with the Dodge Ram 3500, the Big Moose. That has been a massive thorn in our sides as far as doing the admin stuff. It's just the same questions over and over and over and over, and it's just the same thing, you know. And I understand the frustrations with the mod limits and everything, but I mean, we all know where we're at right now, and it is temporary. And I'm looking forward to when the update comes out. And realistically, in 100% honesty, the fact that we got the Big Moose 3500 to me points to the update coming relatively soon, whether it's 1 week from now or maybe the week after next. But that update should be coming soon. Oh man, I timed that wrong. I didn't clear my bong. Oh my goodness, that's gonna hurt the lungs. But yeah, this section was added after one of the previous updates to this map. It added all these trails over here, but he's really built it out to where it's just fully fleshing out all the corners of the map. Where when console mods first dropped and this map was first available, it was, you could say, a little more basic, but it was still the best map that had been made ever. And he just keeps making it better and better. There's just so much elevation change, so much varied fun terrain. Like, it's one of the biggest maps I've ever played on, but having every single corner of the map having something fun to do. Like, you could literally just spend hour upon hour upon hour taking different vehicles around every different section of this map and never getting bored. Like, this is why console mods are the best thing ever for this franchise and for this series. Having stuff like this. It really, really is the best. I'm so happy we have it. The restrictions are dumb, but like I've just said, they are temporary. And hopefully we'll get that update within the next 2 weeks or so, and we won't have to worry about that crap anymore. Alright, I'm going to do each of those locations with the active radar to try and really clear this map up. But it's really not going to take me too long to do a full lap around here, especially with this electric converted yard. Holy cow. Sorry for that. I tried to mute the mic, but I had a sneeze that caught me out of nowhere. Holy guacamole. But you guys, you can see how fast this Yar 87 is compared to the base game version. And as long as you can kind of put up with the fact that it is silent and just kind of hisses at you, like, it just absolutely runs around the map like reckless. Like, you could just see right there, it just whips the trailer back and forth behind you because it's just going way too fast. It's almost comical. But yeah, I am sorry that I just sneezed into the mic there on you guys. I love the blue headlights, it's such a nice touch. Hey there, it's Kayan. Thanks for joining in the stream. The driving is not too much dissimilar than MudRunner, but it's better than MudRunner. I would say everything about this game in most ways is better than MudRunner, except for some of the driving physics in MudRunner are admittedly better. There are some features and just different small things about MudRunner that are superior, but in almost every other way, SnowRunner is definitely superior to MudRunner. I mean, in just the size of the maps, the overall look and feel of the game, the graphics are just like so much better and so much further improved than MudRunner that SnowRunner it's just the better game. It really is. And it's just beginning too with all the mods. Like, I was having a conversation earlier with someone in the group, and they were kind of complaining about how MudRunner had so many better mods than SnowRunner does. And you just got to remember, MudRunner has been out for years. I think MudRunner had been out for a year or two on PC, and then it got bought and then converted over to consoles, and it had been out on consoles, I think, since 2016 or 2017, something like that. And then we got the sequel, SnowRunner, in early 2020. And so, I mean, MudRunner had a storied history and spin tires before that. So there's already a deep entrenched history with those games. And this game, SnowRunner, has only been out for a year now. And what we already have in less than a year is fantastic. The RAM restrictions and everything definitely suck since the recent update. It is definitely a headache to have to limit the amount of mods you can use simultaneously, but the silver lining is you can still use all those mods except for the big moose, of course. Jesus Christ, what happened there? But yeah, you can only use a certain amount of mods, unfortunately, right now at the same time for most players. But I mean, all you have to do is back out of the game and just turn those mods off, turn the other ones on that you want. You might not be able to use them at the same time, but you can still use them. It's just, you know, a minor inconvenience to have to back out and then deactivate and activate different mods. You know, it is a headache, but it's a necessary evil for us to have a more stabilized game that isn't going to crash from having 35 different mods running at the same time. But I'm really looking forward to the next update coming out, simply just to stop all the frustration for everyone. Everyone just wants to play this game to have fun, and it is admittedly, having console mods, more fun than just the vanilla game. Like, the vanilla game is very fun in and of itself, but at the same time, having these mods that just make that fun experience that much better, it is worth it to have all the kinks ironed out so that we can actually enjoy it and not get frustrated while playing it. Especially the situation with the Big Moose 3500. Like, that's just kind of silly. The fact that the developers even approved that mod is kind of hilarious, and the fact that it is having so many issues and hasn't been taken down because of those issues is even more hilarious. I mean, it's very frustrating, but it is in a way hilarious at the same time. I mean, I'm disappointed because I can't use it on either my Xbox or my PS4. So I've tried on both of them. I've deactivated everything. I unsubscribed from everything. I did the cleanup feature. I deleted and reinstalled the game on both Xbox and PS4, and nothing I did would activate that friggin' Big Moose 3500. It's just, there's nothing I could do. But oh well. Once that update comes out, it'll make it so much better, and I'll actually be able to use it. Hopefully. And we'll get back the IX 3800 heavy wrecker, the 3880 heavy wrecker. Really excited to get that back. We'll get the Delta coming back here soon, with the gooseneck trailer separated into a different mod pack to help cut down on the RAM usage. Like, everything's just coming together. It's gonna take some time. We're just going through the growing pains right now. Oh boy. The developers have said the console mod experience will be evolving over time. Each patch that comes out, especially through Phase 4, will introduce different tweaks and changes to the console mod experience. So starting with Phase 3, they just brought it back and put a restriction on the available mods that you could use in a single session. With the second part of Phase 3 here, they're going to increase the mod limit, and I think they're supposed to also increase the storage limit. The RAM limit is supposed to be increased by at least 40%, which will be nice. And they have said eventually in the long run they do plan to increase the 4,000 megabytes that we currently have to probably somewhere closer to like 8,000, or maybe even 10,000 megabytes, but don't hold me to that. That's just kind of speculation. But maybe by the end of Phase 4, or even after Phase 4, we will continue to get updates and patches to fix the game and evolve the experience in the long run. So it's exciting in a way to be part of that process of having everything, you know, get built up and change and evolve over time, because if anyone has been playing this game since launch, you know how much things have changed. And if you've been playing this game since launch, you know how bad this game has been, and when it has been truly broken. And all the people that keep saying this game is broken just because a couple mods won't work, like, you clearly probably haven't been playing this game since launch, because there have been times in this game when it was truly broken, when we have cargo raining from the sky, duplication, cargo glitches happening everywhere, vehicles getting launched into the sky everywhere. Like, there have been some rough times in this game so far already, so that's why it's a little bit laughable when people get upset about not being able to use a couple mods at the same time. Oh, nice, Kiwi. Kiwi, do you play primarily single player, or do you play like co-op? Like, single player has always been a lot more stable experience, where like, I played almost exclusively co-op for the first like 6 months of this game being out, and we would just have crashes all the damn time. But I know playing single player is definitely more relatively more stable experience. Yeah, this thing just, it has so much acceleration, and this new upgraded engine that they just introduced into this pack just makes it even faster. Like, it's a little hard to control, but it's actually really fun. Out of fuel. I got fuel for that, and there's a little gas station right down the road, so this is no issue whatsoever. I love it when I run out of fuel in my active radar. This is probably my favorite addition as far as like trailers or different features that they introduced into the game. Like in Phase 1, when they introduced this little radar trailer, it instantly became my favorite thing, because then I would just go around to every single map with a scout vehicle and then cruise around and just use this fun little trailer to unveil the map and clear all the areas that watchtowers don't clear. I became a nerd for having to get every little speck of gray cleared off my map and have it straight wall to wall, completely clear. Just to make sure there isn't a hidden task or contract. I got another watchtower right up here, but I mean, just look at all the different trails everywhere. Even in the gray here, like, you can see underneath, like this new section that he built through here. Like, I'm gonna bring the rock crawler down through here and explore those new trails, check that out. And he even added more trails in here in between the big race section. Like, this is new through here. This, like, there's everything. And he added so many more trees, so much more texture, so many more rocks. Like, ah, man, this map really is the best. It really is. I gotta play this map in co-op more. And you can tell he's kind of starting to set it up, like, just building up all these different little warehouses and different garage areas, because he has been moving the garage with almost every patch or update that he does for this map. The garage has stayed in the same spot for the last couple updates, but when I first started playing this map, back when console mods first came out and then this map was released, the garage was actually placed at the top of a mountain. Like, in this crazy sketchy mountain section where your only options were to drive straight down this insane rock crawling trail. It was so much fun, and it really left an impression on me, like, after playing it. And it's moved the map, the garage on the map, maybe 2 or 3 times since then, and each time it just gets more and more fun. But you can see in this watchtower as it's panning through, just, it's such a beautiful and well-made map, and everywhere you drive just looks like it would be fun. even if you're just driving on the roads, or if you decide to get crazy and just go straight across country, like, you're just gonna have fun no matter what. And that big double rock arch is so much fun to try and crawl over, not gonna lie. One of my first experiences on this map was doing the original arch section that I drove past on the big bridge when I first started using the radar trailer. And my buddy took me over that massive arch with the Titanus Maximus, and I'll never forget that like 15 minutes of crawling. It was so much fun. But everywhere you go on this map is just fun. Like, it is the #1 map that every single person that plays with console mods like needs to have an experience. It's almost inarguable. Like, I don't even understand how anyone could have anything bad to say about this map. Alright, we're making progress. We're about halfway through. This gets a little twisty-turny around the different sections through here, but I'm just going to mark out a few spots to do the active radar. Probably do it there. Back here. There. And we'll do it there, and then we'll check it out again. Well, it just goes. We'll do it there. Alright, we're going to make it down through here. This section's really fun. And it really does, the entire trail that I'm following will just bring me all the way back to the garage. And it takes like a good solid half hour, if not more, to do what I'm doing right now. And I don't know if you guys are necessarily enjoying it, but I hope you are. But I really enjoy doing this because I've done it a few times now where I've had to delete this map just to play another one and then do it again. But I have so much fun just driving around this map, doing exactly what I'm doing now, and then picking a section to like bring a few scout vehicles to then go like crawl and climb. Like, I already pre-set up a couple trailers with the CCM MD32 that I was using at the beginning of the video, and the FD69 TTC. I got both of those already on a trailer, and I plan to just, after I finish doing what I'm doing now, I'm going to just take that electric hybrid Tega and bring that out and around to a fun section, and then do some fun crawling. I might bring it over to the big sand dune, because there's just really fun rolling hills that you get to drive around on, and then there's also a really like steep and tall hill climb that was really fun to do earlier when I was playing by myself. It was the first new section of this map that I had checked out. I forgot to do my radar. I'm so focused on just having fun and playing the game, and I'm forgetting to do what I'm doing over here. I gotta get this map cleared. The acceleration on this thing is just almost hilarious. I know I said that earlier, but it makes it almost too fast. But I don't know, it's something nice, change in pace for the YAR 87, because the base game YAR 87 is probably in my top 3 favorite scouts for the base game. I've always loved the YAR 87. But the kind of downside to it, where you have the 6 wheels and it's so capable, it is kind of limited where they only make it so fast. Like it's a fairly slow vehicle. So to have this modded version that is so much quicker to get around, this is a mod of my dreams. That's why I keep coming back to this electric conversion pack. Like, even though I'm not a big fan of the silent engine and all that, like the performance and experience that I get using one of my favorite scouts from the base game and having it be upgraded in such a fun way, I just love it. I really do. The new color pattern for the paint is nice too. I love this purple and green. Big fan of that. Yeah, just like everywhere you look is just really appealing. And there's so much depth and scale to this map. It's unreal. This thing is so fast compared to the base game version of it, it's crazy. These roads are just so much fun, having these steep drop-offs, or even just trying to drive on a flat road makes you have to pay attention, because if you mess up anywhere on these maps, you are just, you're hurting. Like, you pay for it everywhere. That's one of the reasons I love it so much. Like, it's such a technical and fun map. It's unreal. It makes even just simple roads in a way like this is, and makes them technical and fun and entertaining. Where you're not like rock crawling or doing anything crazy, but it makes just a road really fun. Yeah, this was one of the garage locations right before the location that we have now. You would spawn right here, and then you'd be able to take off, and you know, there was the fun trail like I just drove down, or you can take the road over here, this thin trail. If you follow this trail through here, down around to where this water is, right here across the top where I have my cursor is where that double arch is. If you were watching my stream and saw where I did the watchtower that panned down across, basically from like this rock to this rock is where the double arch hangs across. It's just not rendered on the map here. But this entire section through here is so much fun. Oh my goodness, everywhere, just like everywhere on this map, it's just so much fun. Can I say it again? How much fun it is? Guess what, guys? It is so much fun. Alright. So I'm going to go down, come around to here, and then I'll be at the sand dunes. I'm excited to show you guys that if you haven't seen it yet. It's kind of becoming a staple for all mod creators to have a good sand dune section of their map, or at least have some sort of sand dune feature, because everyone wants to have quote-unquote sand runner in their lives. Because we got MudRunner, we had SnowRunner, we gotta have sand runner. Big open desert areas. If you played, you know, of course there's the Southwest Dunes mod map, and that is literally just one big open desert map. Or recently I found there's a new map called Stony Creek, if you guys have played Stony Creek, you might know that map has actually a lot of sections that are very reminiscent of this map. Not quite to the same extreme scale, but the map Stony Creek has a lot of mountain areas, a lot of fun muddy swamp areas, and then it also has a very big desert sand dune area that has a lot of rolling hills that you can just really take a vehicle around and do some big jumps that don't have massive consequences. I'd say if I had to pick one favorite base game scout, Mr. LED 370, if I had to pick one, it would probably be the Lodestar 1700. I am a big fan of that. It's just one of the best all-around vehicles as far as being a reliable scout. Or I might have to pick the R87 here. The Ford F1 or F750 definitely jumped up into that category after the second part of Phase 1, and we got the upgraded engine for that. That really allowed that vehicle to actually be worth it. Beforehand, when we didn't have that engine and everyone was complaining about how much a dog the Ford F750 was, I mean, it understandably it was terrible, but then we got that upgraded engine and it made it into the vehicle that everyone loves today. Because I mean, the F750 is almost universally loved now, but once we first got Phase 1, it was actually one of the most hated vehicles because everyone hated it because it was such a dog. It was so slow. But the developers did the right thing. Came around and gave it a better engine on the second part of Phase 1 and turned it into a very, very well-respected vehicle that it is now. It just makes me laugh how much the trailer gets whipped around behind this thing. This swamp section through here on my left is the stuff of nightmares. Like your vehicle, like there's so many big rocks throughout all the crazy deep mud sections that makes it so you just high center on everything and you just lose traction. I mean, it's a fun challenge, but you need like a very capable vehicle to have any type of fun through there. But as you can see right here, coming up in front of me, the massive sand dune section. I'm gonna drop the trailer and have some fun. But this is one of the brand new sections that have been updated on this map. This was not here before that I knew. But it's almost a nice relief after all the technical driving and stuff, just having a big area that you could do crazy shit like that. Oh, that was a lot of air. Absolutely destroying the suspension, but who cares? It's a video game. Oh yeah. I mean, once I get back to the trailer, it makes sense that I blew out my suspension. But yeah, that was about 30 seconds of just chaos, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. That is why this map has now officially become like the best map, because you have everything from super technical rock crawling trails to just good tarmac flat roads to some of the most technical crawling ever created for this game. But then also you now have this massive sand dune rolling hill section where you can just go around and actually have fun doing jumps and stuff. Like, just bring a few vehicles down here with a bunch of repair points, repair and refuel, and then you can just keep going for as long as you want. And you can see in the background here, I'll try and do it, there's a massive hill climb that goes up. There's two very crazy hill climb sections. Whoa! Oh, I wasn't watching. Had the wrong camera angle for that. Holy cow. Like, it just gets so crazy so quick. But I barely got any suspension, but I'm going to try and get up this hill climb. Like, let me back up a little bit so you can kind of see it a little better. But, like, this section is just insane. Like, if you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but this was not here before the map was updated. Am I correct in that? Oh, hey there, Kyle. Thanks for joining the stream, bud. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, alright, now I got a camera angle on it. Like, look how big and steep this hill climb is. Like, look at that in front of me. So you have a massive, crazy hill climb that you can do right there, but it's right next to this insanely huge, massive, rolling sand dune hill area. It's a little bit steep. Oh, that's what I get for doing a stupid camera angle. That's what I get for doing a stupid camera angle. That's what I get for doing a stupid camera angle. Alright. Crisis averted. Alright. I was trying to do a fun camera angle and I knew that was going to happen. But oh well. I think I got really lucky right there. Whew, that was crazy. Ah, fully restocked repairs. Fully repaired and restocked my repair supplies. And there's a little fuel station. Yes. Oh, man. Okay. Man, that is fantastic. There's a little trail that goes up here, and then that's the top of like the big Snake Ridge trail. Goes back to the garage. But putting a repair station and refuel right there. This this map just gets better and better. Whoa. Oh no! I was trying to be safe! Oh, I was trying to be safe! Nailed it. Oh, I was trying to go. I went too slow. I guess that makes sense. I was using too much brake and it sent me over sideways. That just makes sense, but hey, it worked out. Like, when have you seen a Yar 87 get this much air? I know I haven't. That's why when some people laugh, and rightfully so, laugh at the hybrid electric conversion pack, this is what makes it worth it. Yeah, Jan, that downhill was super sketchy. How about, I'm gonna try and climb it. If it was that sketchy to go down, it's probably gonna be sketchy to go up. Let's see if I can make it up it. I knew this is what was going to happen when I got over to this sand dune section. I was going to get completely distracted from using the active radar. But that's fine. I was doing that for a while. I can always just pick it up when I get done with just having fun doing this. This side is so much steeper. Holy shit. Like, that is already really steep, but then it just gets steeper. I think having the repair supplies on the top is going to screw me over once I get up here. That is sideways. It does have the OP tires on, so it has like extreme grip on like every terrain. So I think that might be what's getting me up here right now. Oh, oh. Oh, shit. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I have the suspension up on tall too. If I took the active suspension down, it would probably make it more stable. Oh yeah, it'd be nice to have dev tools. There we go. Alright. No problem. Huh? That acceleration is just insane. Let's see if I can get down this one without fucking it up. Just go full speed. That was fun. I'm not gonna lie. I am enjoying this sand dune. I don't even know if that's really the appropriate thing to call it, but that's what I'm calling it. Like I'm not even kidding you when I say I can just sit here and do this type of crap all day in this game. Like, I don't have to do contracts. I don't have to do, you know, deliveries. I don't have to do cargo. Like, I can just sit here and do crap like this all day in this game. Like the free roaming, exploring, like that's my jam with SnowRunner. That's why I play this game. Oh, there goes the suspension. But I know I could have a vehicle that goes even faster than this and come down that hill climb. And I want to try and make the transition, because this almost made it, but I think there's vehicles that could make the transition into the next jump and like maybe get less damage instead of landing on flat. Like, I feel like that's possible with the way that this map is set up and that hill climb drop-in is set up. Just getting like prolonged, like second and a half like bits of air in a Yar 87 is just almost comical to me. I love it so much. Oh shit. And this vehicle has like a decent amount of repair point life for its suspension, where it has like 500, I think. Yeah, the suspension is 500. And a lot of mod vehicles, like especially the fun mod scout vehicles, only have like very limited points on their suspension. So doing what I just did in other vehicles that might be faster sometimes might not work out because of the fact that they're so fragile. But luckily this electric converted pack is also a mod that has like a lot of repair points that give it a lot more life in situations like I was just doing. A creator of the mods is watching. What's up? Michael Gaskell. Oh yeah, Gaskell. Hey. Yeah, so he's the creator of the Yar 87 GGMS electric hybrid conversion pack that I'm currently driving. Thanks for joining in the stream, sir. I've been singing the praises of your Yar 87 here for a little while. I've been taking it around TNB trails, using the active radar to unlock the map here. Really enjoy the response of the engine. The new upgraded level 6 engine, I guess you could call it, the 600 series engine, is very enjoyable. I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's almost too much power, but that's a fun thing considering it's a mod, and been really enjoying that. But I just absolutely had a blast going through the sand dune section there and getting some air with this thing. But all the vehicles in the Pack 1, it's all Russian vehicles, but every single one of them are just really fun conversions of the base game vehicles, and I highly recommend everyone check them out. There's essentially one vehicle from each class of vehicle, where there's a scout, there's an off-road, there's a heavy duty, and there's a highway. The highway is a Zeek's, you know, the 4x4 Zeek's from the base game. And the off-road vehicle is a Tega. The heavy vehicle is the Azov 10x10, which is really, really enjoyable, because it just makes that Azov 10x10 actually fun and useful, where it has a tall lift kit and good wheels and a much more upgraded engine that, just like this Yar 87 that I'm driving now, and all the vehicles in this pack, they have so much torque that it is hilarious. And not to mention, being electric quote-unquote hybrid, fantastic fuel mileage. Oh yeah, thanks. Good to hear the positive feedback. The 600 motor was added mostly for the new quad steer. Oh, yep. So I was actually going to start talking about that. Pack 2. So like Pack 1 here, how I was mentioning, folks, the Pack 1 is Russian. All 5 of the vehicles are Russian. I didn't mention the heavy-duty vehicle is the Arctic Azov, the 6x6 articulated Azov, which takes that thing into a completely different beast. It really makes that crazy 6x6 very fun. But as Matt mentioned in the chat there, the second pack is going to be all American. So just like how Pack 1 here, all 5 vehicles are Russian, in Pack 2 it's going to be all American vehicles. And Matt will probably, or Matt, I keep calling him Matt, I'm so sorry, Michael Gaskell. Michael Gaskell. My name is Mike also, so Mike to Mike. Love you, dude. But I'm just going to stop here and focus so I can actually get this thought out before I'm done. So, Pack 2 is going to be all American vehicles, and Pack 2, the Scout vehicle is the Scout 800. The heavy vehicle is the Quad Steer, the Western Star Twin Steer, and I'm blanking on the other ones, so Michael will be able to fill it in the chat here potentially. But I'm very, very much looking forward to the American pack, because having an electric converted twin steer is going to be insane, and the fact that he's saying it's a quad steer is going to make that thing into an absolute monster. I'm very much looking forward to that. So I got one last radar to do here, and then I'm going to jump into the hybrid electric Tega, and I'm going to bring a couple scouts back to maybe the sand dune, or I think I'm actually going to do some rock crawling. I feel like doing some crawling. But I really appreciate everyone that's hanging out in the stream here. Hope you guys are having a good Friday, just hanging out. I'm really, really enjoying this updated version of the TNB Trails map, which, if you were in the stream earlier, I'm going to be repeating myself, but I can't sing enough praises for this map. Like, it just gets better with every single update. Like, everything about it in every way is just so appealing, and it hits every sweet spot, and can literally just spend hours upon hours just endlessly having fun on this map. I love it. I'm going to bring the Yar back to the garage, then I'm going to jump in that Tega and then go do some crawling. I think I'm going to go hit the original arch and try and do that with the maybe with the Bronco, the FD 69, the TTC. This new archway I just drove past, I think that's new. That big archway, like, that just looks so cool. I think all these guardrails on the road are new. Like, all the updates that he did on this map, it's just polishing a diamond. Like, it's already that good, and now it's just that much better. And I just drove past the garage. I'm so excited for console mods, simply for the fact where we already are off to such an amazing start, where we have mod packs like the electric pack that I'm driving, and then also having the maps at such a high level that keep evolving, and everything is just going to continue to evolve in this way that is just going to turn into this ultimate experience that everyone is craving right now and we don't quite have yet, but we're already well on our way to. Like, especially, you know, as we were talking about earlier in the stream, you know, all the restrictions with the mods and everything. Like, yes, everything is very frustrating and it's completely understandable, and everyone has their own reasons to gripe and be upset with the mod restrictions and everything, and it all does make sense, and it is frustrating. Like, I wasn't able to activate the big moose myself, and, you know, I'm right there with you. But we're going to be going through an entire evolution where every single patch that comes out for the foreseeable future is going to have some sort of tweak, upgrade, and change to the entire console mod experience. And it's all for the better. It's all for stabilizing the game. It's all for a better experience in the long run. And luckily we're still able to have fun with the mods that we have now, and we just have to be a little bit selective, unfortunately, right now. But in the future, everything will be back to where we can have as many mods as we want, for the most part. Like, we'll get there eventually, but having about a 40% increase coming in the next patch is very exciting and something that everyone should look forward to. But yeah, I'm using this electric converted Tega right now, and it's so fast and has so much torque. It's just hilarious. It makes me so happy. There's just something fun about it. The instant response from the torque, like as soon as you touch the pedal, is amazing. I really love the fact that when you turn the vehicle on, it can start moving almost instantly, compared to the vehicles that are traditional, you know, combustion engine vehicles. When you turn it on, it actually takes a little while for it to actually turn on, like a half second, and then you can start driving it. But these electric converted vehicles, they just start going as soon as you hit the gas. It just turns it on. Boom, you're going. Your laptop crashed? Oh, bummer, dude. Oh, I was looking at the stream while trying to drive. Alright. So yeah, electric converted Tega. This thing's awesome. The repair points on the roof is one of my favorite touches that almost every mod has, that the base game should have. Like, not having like those little extra repair points and stuff just for the sake of quote-unquote game balance is just such a bummer sometimes with some of the base game vehicles and features. This off-road trailer pack has this 4-slot trailer version of the high saddle trailer, which is amazing compared to the 3-slot version of the base game. Love that. Yeah, that's the big arch I was talking about earlier, the single arch compared to the double arch that we saw in the watchtower. One of my first times playing this map, my buddy took me climbing up and over that archway, and it was just one of the funnest experiences I'd had in this game up until that point, in even MudRunner or in SnowRunner. I'm gonna see if I can take this awesome little scout buggy down through there. I'm gonna take the same path that my buddy took me on the first time. He took me just climbing down through this stream, this little river, and then climbed up and over that archway. The only downside with this scout mod is the lack of like a real snorkel. Like, there's a built-in one, but it's not really in a good place. So I don't know if I'm gonna sink it and flood it out going down this little river, but I'm gonna see if I can make it. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit. Man, this thing is so much fun. It has so much more grip than a lot of other vehicles. Like, it just climbs over, especially on like rocks and stuff. Oh, it's just such a great little scout. This was one of the ones that everyone really wanted to see on consoles when console mods were starting to come out. And at first, the mod creator seemed like he wasn't gonna make it happen, but luckily things changed, and his other mod, the Red Charger, got approved, and then he converted this mod and just took off the badging and changed the name, and then this one instantly got approved also. So the fact that we got this on consoles is a blessing. It really is such a beautiful mod. It handles so well, and like I said, everyone was asking for it. It's nice and simple too. He doesn't have suspension options, he doesn't have engine options, he doesn't have gearbox options. Like, it is what it is. There's no color options, nothing. You just get to pick the tires, basically. And then you can choose to have like repair points, nice subtle little cosmetic options, but it's a nice simple mod that is just all about the performance, and it is just such a fun experience. I absolutely love this little mod. I can only have it on with like certain other mods, unfortunately, because it's such high RAM usage. So I very much look forward to when we get the update that will increase the ability to have more mods like this one with other mods. God, that was a sketchy little section there. I don't remember this being so rocky last time. He turned this into a massive rock crawl. It was just a tight little, like, dirt trail, just like I was just on, but he just converted this into a full-on rock crawling trail the entire way. Come on, come on. This thing is a little bit overpowered with the amount of grip it has and everything, but that's kind of what you're expecting with this. That's what you want with this. Man, this is so much different than it was last time, because it was not like a rock crawling trail. It was just a simple dirt trail until you got up to the arch up there. Holy cow, this is fun. God, like I was saying earlier, this map that was already so good just is that much better. Oh my god. If you go on my YouTube page, one of the pinned videos is like me climbing the arch in the Tightness Maximus. And you will be able to see the difference on the trail that I just drove through here. Like, that was not like that last time I drove through here. Ah, this is so much fun. I get to see if it should be able to do this arch no problem. I just need to not roll it here. Alright, here we go. No more winch. Looks like he changed it a little bit through here. But this is such a fun little climbing section. Look at this mod. Like, come on. Come on. Everything about it is cool. It looks so good. It's so well made. Actual suspension articulation. Something that everyone always wanted from the base game vehicles, but we never got. Nice exposed frame. Everything about it. Alright, here we go. Whoa. And this right here, this type of view is what, like, hooked me fully to falling in love with this map the first time coming through here. I was just doing this insane rock climbing section, like having this actual, like, massive sheer cliff on each side while trying to navigate, like, actual technical rock crawling while having, like, this flowing river underneath with these beautiful views. Like, I don't understand how a map could be better than this one. And this is just one small section of the map. What? Oh, I knew I did that wrong. Fudge factory. Yeah, that's not good. And I ruined all the fun. Oh. No winch points now. Dang it. I was having too much fun looking at the views. I wasn't paying attention to actually playing the game. Crap. Well, that's why I brought 2 mod scouts out this way. Now I just get to try this one out. I'm not going to climb this over the arch. I just know that this won't be as capable of going over the arch, but I'm going to take this up to a different section of the map and have some fun. I'm a little bit bummed out and just disappointed in myself that I wasn't able to get over that. But like I said, I was just distracted with the views. Yeah, let's take this little scout out. I haven't really tested this thing out on, like, good trails and stuff. Such a beautiful little scout. It's got the moonshine in the back. It's actually fuel for it also. It's only like 500 or something like that, or maybe even less than that. It's not a lot of fuel, but it's a nice little aesthetic touch. And it's something you can put on there, and you do not see it as an attachment, but the actual trunk panel is removable. Just like how if you look at the engine, you can see the sides of the engine. Those panels have been removed so you can see through, which is a nice little touch. You can even remove the fenders, and like, this vehicle's really customizable, so you can have the look that you want. You can take the fenders off if you want, so it's just like completely stripped down to the frame. Like, there's just so many options to just make this look the way you want it to look. It's fun. And it does have a weird little touch. If you go into first person, it has a, you know, a nice little view, a fairly basic interior, but a fun view to look through. But it has a passenger, I guess you can say, kind of like the Rexit, and it is creepy as shit. It's slightly poorly rendered, but it's like a humanoid deer with antlers, or elk, more of an elk, an elk man, woman, thing. That's your passenger. But yeah, so you can have that on or off, and then that's just sitting in the car with you. Just like the CCM 9310. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Just as I was about to like sing the praises of this thing, it fucks me over. I do have the tall suspension on this one, just like the first one I was driving earlier in my stream, if you saw that. So it does bounce around and make it prone to rolling. So if you are going to use this, you might want to use this, not the raised suspension, because I have rolled it in areas where it really just should not roll because of just how bouncy it is and how tall it is. But we can make it work. Luckily, there was a winch point there. How am I stuck? But if I had to pick between this and the 9310, I know I'd pick the 9310 over this. Just the 9310 is a superior mod. But right now, this one seems to be struggling in some deep mud. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Dang it, man. Oh, yeah, and then, yeah, okay, all the way around, and around we go. God bless the autonomous winch. That was a little bit of chaos, but we're on all fours and we're moving again. Holy cow. Yeah, this tall suspension does make it prone to rolling. That is something I can definitely confirm. But it's still fun. I like the challenge of it. And just the beautiful look of it is really what sells me on it. It's something, that's why I downloaded the mod, that's why I like it. But the performance could definitely maybe be improved a little, but it's perfectly fine the way it is. You just have to learn how to drive it. So bouncy. Whoa, alright. It can crawl. This thing can crawl. Oh shit. thing is fun. I mean, in the super technical areas is kind of where it definitely shows its weaknesses. But everywhere else, this thing is very capable and fun. It's not the fastest mod, but it is very capable. This thing's fun. Almost out of fuel. But how much do I have on me there? 80. And Jesse's rheumatoid medicine. Enough to refuel myself. Hey there, Monster 101. Thanks for joining back in the stream. Hope you're having a good Friday. Hope everyone hanging out in the stream's having a good Friday. Just hanging out. I appreciate you stopping by, watching my stream. That means a lot. If you feel so inclined, drop a like and subscribe. Oh my god, I almost just drove right off the fucking thing. I was looking at the comments. Trying to do the whole streamer thing of talking while playing the game, and I almost completely screwed myself right there. Let me just drop the e-brake on and say what I was going to say. Yeah, if you guys feel so inclined, drop a like and subscribe if you have not already. It truly means a lot. Yeah, just trying to do the streaming thing a little bit more here and there. Trying to put more videos out in a little bit more clean and entertaining fashion with some of the content I put out. I'm not just blurting out all the things that I used to put out on the page, but I appreciate anyone that's hanging out watching the stream. And again, hope you guys are having a good Friday. One love and SnowRunner. I don't even really have a goal with what I was doing. I'm just trying to drive this thing around. After I unlocked all the map, I think I'm just going to go around, because I think there is a watchtower to get at the top over here. And then I was thinking about doing the rock climbing section that goes down back where like the original garage was when console mods had launched. Oh yeah, fuel trailer. I'll take some of that. Alright, there we go. Fully fueled up, and I'm barely even damaged from the amount of times I've rolled over and shit I've done. Like, this thing is a nice durable car, but if you take it off a big drum, it has a very fragile suspension. Like if you look down in where I have the function menu on, it only has 100 suspension points, 150 gearbox and engine, and only 50 fuel. Where like the GGMS electric conversion pack, that mod pack, like the Yara I was driving, has 500 points in the suspension alone. I think across the board it might be 500 on all of them. But it just shows the difference on, like, you know, how different mod creators approach their mods. You gotta appreciate it for what it is. If it's a fragile vehicle, you know, it's kind of meant to be. You know, this is a nice old school looking, you know, vehicle where even though it has modern features and touches to it, you know, having it be kind of fragile makes sense in a way. At least to me. It makes sense to me. A stoner that's just driving around playing this game for fun. Alright, there was a watchtower over here. Sweet. Yeah, right below me down here is where, when console mods launched, the garage used to be. And you can see right down there below, it's a little house. And then all you had was one hill climb to the left, one hill climb to the right. And you just climb down to get to the road. It was awesome. Hey there, Meadow Ricci. What's the best truck in Russia? Best truck in Russia might be the Tega. either the Tega or one of the Azovs, like the Azov 6413 or 61413 or whatever it is. Some of the Tegas are the Azovs are just really well-rounded vehicles in every way. They're just so capable. But I mean, really anything will get the job done in Russia. But single all-around vehicle might be the Tega. Like the Tega just is just so good all around. I know some people kind of hate on the Tega, but realistically, it is super capable. It definitely it has its weaknesses. But other vehicles struggle more than the Tega in a lot of situations. Oh, come on. Got this. Got this. There we go. Jeez Louise. I keep rolling it over in these silly situations. But I want to climb down here to the original garage location, and I'll take just falling into it. But that was very short-sighted because I don't have any repair points. Damn it, Mike. Oh well. That's why we just wipe it clean. That's the best thing about having, you know, mods and playing a video game. You mess up, and you can just restart anywhere you want. I'm going to take this Bronco out around again. I'm going to take this out for a little bit, and then I think I'm going to swap it up, and I'm going to back out of the map for a second and turn on some different mods. I really want to take the other Bronco out around this map and do some crawling with it. And I also want to take the Dubs tracker. If you guys have not seen the little like Suzuki Dubs tracker, that mod is so much fun, and it is a very capable little scout. I was taking it around the Babiana Adventure mod map, and it is a very fun little scout to just cruise around and have so much fun in. But I can sit here and just drive this Bronco, this TTC Bronco around just for hours on end. Ooh, this is new. This building is new. That was not here before. Is that a fuel station? Is that fuel? You put a fuel station over here? That is amazing. See, just another touch. Another amazing touch. Bravo. Bravo. I really love this section through here. This crawling section is one of my favorite sections in the whole game, like of any mod map or any base game map. This little trail through here is just so much fun. Just sit here and do trails like this and just watch the tires and the suspension just going around. Like I just zone out on that stuff. I'm such a nerd for just the small details and the stuff like that. Is just such a fun little crawl section, and this made it look easy with how much traction and how well this thing got through there. But like, you bring a vehicle through there, and it'll show what the vehicle's worth. I know, like I just said, this made it look easy, but it's really not. In a way, like, it's really not. Let's try this new section. This looks like this road up to the right takes me to the new map, or the new section of the map up in the middle. Let me just show you on the map again. So this section here, I believe that's still in the gray. I believe this is all new. All these trails in this section, like there was a little bit of stuff in here where like this track went through here, but I don't think like all these trails existed before. But even if they were here before, I know like these ones going up through here, but like primarily this center section here in the gray, I believe most of it is new. But I'm gonna go drive up through there and have some fun with that. And just cruise around. Do some crawling. And one of the best mod vehicles to do it in. Jan, you're speaking my language. See, that is such a fun little capable scout where it's almost on the same level as this. It's just not quite as like aggressive in a way. Like it's like this mod, but in a more traditional, like old school real vehicle feel, where this is just a busted out like extreme like competition vehicle. But that's why I wanted to back out and activate the FB83, like the one you're using, so that I can kind of test that out, see what that thing's like on this map, because I just want to crawl around and do some like real crawling with that vehicle, because I've only taken it around like Wisconsin and the Super Stadium mod map, which is, you know, kind of technical driving, but it's not like, it's all obstacles, it's not going through actual trails like this. Everywhere is just fun on this map. Oh, I missed the turn. Oh no. Here we go, here we go. There we go. Alright, we got it. We got it. I got like 2 beers in me now, and I smoked a bong and a bowl, so we'll see what happens. We're just having fun at this point. But that's what I always play this game for, fun. If you're playing this game for any other reason, you're kind of doing it for the wrong reason. You're just out here to have fun, enjoy the physics of the game, enjoy the free roaming of the game, or the contracts, cargo delivery if that's what you're into, but you gotta be having fun if you're playing this. If you're not having fun, you're doing yourself a disservice. Like, I understand, like I've talked about a few times with the streams so far, the disappointment and the frustration that comes with the mod restrictions that we have right now is understandable, and everyone is definitely right and just in having those types of feelings. But also at that same time, you can still use all those mods. You just unfortunately have to pick and choose at the certain times that you want to use them. But then if you want to use a different mod, all you have to do is back out, deactivate some mods, and then you can use the mod you want to use. And yes, that is a little frustrating not being able to use them simultaneously, but it's necessary evil to stabilize the game, and eventually that restriction will be lifted, and we'll be able to use more mods at the same time. But in the meantime, it does kind of stink to have to pick and choose, but it's also not that bad at the same time. Hopefully that patch, which is apparently going to be coming out within the next week or two, the next 2 weeks at the most, the next patch should go live. That was confirmed in the PTS and the Focus Forum, where they said they had the last update for the PTS, and they've submitted the patch for approval from the certification process for patching the game. And that has been submitted, so that process generally takes within about 2 weeks. So we should see the patch go live within the next week or two. We'll see if that actually happens. It should happen. I have full faith that it will happen, but we'll see when it actually happens. If I had to guess, I'm hoping it comes out middle of next week to the end of next week. Just for myself, honestly, like that'd be a nice little treat because my birthday is next week. So if we get the patch that allows us to use more mods around my birthday, which is next week, I will be absolutely tickled pink and one of the happiest kids that's playing this fucking game. I'm not gonna lie. But even just knowing that the patch has been submitted for approval is absolutely epic. So that just means we know that the patch is on the way. Like, we've always known that they're working on it and it is coming, but we haven't had really any word unless you were really following the PTS in the Focus Forum. So to actually have real concrete word that the patch has been submitted for approval and is on the way to go live on all systems sooner rather than later is very, very promising, and I'm looking forward to when that comes out. I don't think I'm going to get up this. Like, I'm looking at a couple different ways that I could try and go. I don't think I'm getting up this. Because the road goes right up into that, but it just... can't tell if this is just one of the sections he hasn't finished yet, or if you're actually supposed to try and get up and over that. I tried to just use high speed and it didn't quite work, but I think it can work if I work that right. Ah. I'm gonna get this. As dumb as it might seem, I'm gonna just get this because it's just become a personal challenge for myself. I'm gonna figure out how to just get the right angle and then throw it in high gear at the right time to make it up this. That was not the right angle. Again, not the right angle. doing it at the wrong time. Nope. Shit. Yeah, I don't think this is happening. I'm just gonna cut my losses and move on. Try something different. Hey look, it's a different trail. Let me drive on this trail. There are just trails everywhere. That looks fun. Oh, that's deep. Shit. Come on. Come on. You can do it! You can dig yourself out of this hole. I really have to put it in low, 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 low. Ooh. For such a small little, it looks like a small puddle, that was aggressive as fuck. Like that was kind of crazy. What is the rest of this gonna be like? Aww. There's the oil effect. You see it on the water, how it's making it all like rainbow effect. That's a touch that they added from Phase 3 when that went live. They added that feature to water where it actually shows like the oil stains. Oh, I did it again. Get just the angles wrong. But yeah, you can see it in the water behind me there, how it's all like colored on top of the water. This trail is aggressive, and I like it. Like, these angles are absolutely insane. I'm not sure what other vehicles you can come through here with. Like it's deep, soupy mud, but also aggressive, steep angles at the same time. Crazy. Alright, that was zero fun. Yeah, I hate this map. I never want to come back and play here again. Well, if I've learned anything on this section of the map, nowhere is safe. Looks like up left here brings me to a nice little lookout. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, I hear you, Kiwi. Yeah, that makes sense, man. Hey, thank you, Kyle, for the happy early birthday wish. That makes my heart warm, man. I appreciate it. Birthday coming up March 16th, right before St. Patty's Day. I'm excited. I'm on vacation all week next week. Started my vacation right now. Today this is my start of my vacation. I got all next week off. I'm going up north, and I got a cabin for Tuesday through Thursday, and me and my girlfriend are going to go snowboarding for like 3 days up north. It's like 2 hours north of where I live here in Maine. We're going to go up and snowboard at Sugarloaf and at Saddleback Mountain. Two awesome resorts that we haven't been to this year, so we're really looking forward to that. But yeah, if I'm able to go up, have an awesome snowboard vacation, and then come home after that vacation to the patch that allows us to have more mods at the same time, I'm gonna be one happy camper, not gonna lie. Because I really want to use this mod with other mod vehicles, because I cannot activate this with like the Delta. I cannot activate this mod with the FB83. Like, I can only activate this with very limited other mods, unfortunately, for the time being. But we'll see what it'll look like once the next patch comes out and the developers allow us to use more mods at the same time. That'll be very exciting. I know everyone's looking forward to that, because they kind of gave us, in a way, the Wild West when mods first came out. They allowed us to have as many as we want, and you know, if your game crashed, your game crashed, but it kind of got a little out of hand. And unfortunately, in the testing for Phase 3, they were kind of realizing they'd have to kind of put a limit on it to allow them to stabilize the game and be able to watch errors as they happen appropriately, instead of being kind of skewed with the amount of mods that people have activated. So in a way, it's a way to have less factors in play when errors are happening, to allow them to see what things are actually making errors in the game happen. Is that all the patches updating? You mean the 40? Oh, shit. Do you mean the 40% increase to RAM? In the patch notes for, or not necessarily the patch notes, but in the notes for the February community update, and in multiple other places, the developers have said that with the next patch, it should at least increase the available RAM memory for console mods across the board by at least 40%. And I believe in the future too, they also will increase the amount of storage that people can have, where people have almost what is it, 4,000 some odd megabytes or so currently, where in the future we might bump all the way up to around 10,000, but how long it'll take us to get there is kind of unknown. But the real thing that we need right now is to be able to use the mods that we can download at the same time. Because it really was nice, and a lot of us were having almost no issues at all with having, 25 to 30 mods activated, and, almost having no crashes at all, where some people were just having a lot of issues. Holy cow, that is a jump. So, like I was mentioning earlier, that patch I was just speaking to has been submitted for approval by the developers. to whatever certification board it is between, like, I think it's Sony and Microsoft, and basically they just have to wait to hear back from them, and it will go live. It could be any day next week. It is weekdays. It will not be on the weekend. Updates and stuff only come out on weekdays, kind of primarily like Tuesdays and stuff like that. But any day of the week it could happen. We've had updates come out on Tuesdays. We've had updates come out on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Mondays, every day of the week, midweek, not including weekends. We have gotten updates in the past. Oh, it actually cleared it. Oh, I can't get this one, but alright, this is the big one. Alright, here we go. Let's go. Come on. Get the speed. Get the speed. Ah, that was disappointing. I wanted to get that one. Ah, dang it. At least that first one was really good. I'm glad I made that first transition. Oh crap, there goes my suspension. Shit. The little toolbox though, it's awesome. It has 1,000 repair points, so 250 suspension points, you can do that up to 4 times. And I believe it also had 1,000 fuel on it, so that's one of the things that makes this mod truly amazing. Or it has those kind of OP, overpowered attachments to have 1,000 repair points and 1,000 fuel, but as long as you stay within areas that you have trees that allow you to winch to yourself and get yourself back on all 4 wheels, you could drive this truck literally for hours on end by itself and never have to use another vehicle. Having all those repair points and all those fuel points, like, it's awesome, especially on a map like this. I mean, I've been using it for close to probably 10 or 15 minutes right now, and I'm just now finally down to 25 liters out of originally 80, but I think I did refuel at some point off something. But yeah, I absolutely love it. I don't even know where I am right now. Okay, now I know. Let me try and get down over here. Like, my ADD just ends up taking over, and I like try to do something, but then I like just get distracted, and then I do something else. I think a lot of us are probably like that in this game. You do have to watch out doing cross-country on this map, because there's a lot of logs and fucking stumps everywhere. Might be beat to crap, but I am having so much fun with this thing. I haven't used this mod enough. Like, I've only tested it out a little bit on a couple other maps, but this is the most I've used it as far as like a long session, and it lives up to every expectation. Like, it is so beautiful, but it is so capable. It has almost too much grip, but that's a good thing, because honestly, with a lot of vehicles, we don't have enough grip. But on top of that, it's just everything about it, from the amount of suspension articulation, from the amount of power, the speed, the stability, everything about it. It's definitely becoming one of my favorite mods, and I still honestly cannot believe we have this on consoles. It's kind of crazy. Because this honestly was one of the ones that people were saying that it would never come to consoles. It'll never come to consoles. And now we got it. And that is such a good sign for the future, because other mods that might have seemed like, yeah, we'll never get that. Well, this proves in a way that almost anything is possible as long as the mod creators can tweak the system to be able to make it through that approval process. If anyone's familiar with this map, this section through here is a really fun rock crawling section. It goes all the way down through here, crawling this ridge. So I'm going to take the Bronco through here, see how she does. It's almost too fast. Like, I just want to put it in low gear and just slow crawl through everything. Like, it does well through automatic and it doesn't really damage itself, but it does kind of open itself up to like rolling over because you go so fast over these crazy obstacles. But just throwing it in low and then just crawling slowly through everything, oh, so much fun. Oh, that's deep. Kind of cut the corner there, but I was in 100% honesty playing the game with one hand. I was texting my girlfriend who's in Vermont right now, just saying goodnight to her while trying to still keep the game going for you guys, anyone that's still watching. Again, truly appreciate anyone that's hanging out watching the stream. Hope you're enjoying me just cruising around Trials TNB. Currently using the Bronco FD69. This thing is almost unstoppable as long as you are keeping it on a good path. Like, the only reason this truck will really ever fail is because of user failure. Why do I feel like I'm not going the right way? Oh yeah, okay. No, it does. It does. It wraps all the way back around. Just so aggressive. They're just... I love these areas on this map that have super deep, like, technical mud sections, but also super rocky, jagged, aggressive angle changes that, like, just keep you guessing around every single turn. Every single time you press the gas or turn your vehicle, you have to really be guessing or thinking ahead about how your vehicle's going to react over the next obstacle. Like, it is so much fun. Oh, okay. I did not expect that, but I was just going in automatic at full speed. That was my fault. Oh, like nothing. Oh man, this map just gets better because like this section was definitely adjusted from the last time I came through here. It was not like that the last time I came through here at all. Yeah, that is definitely different. Or I must have gotten lost or off the path, but I don't remember it being like that before. That was different, but I liked it. I need to just go through this way. A marker will help me stay on path. I'm just gonna do my best not to roll it through here. But there are trees kind of everywhere, so I should be good if I do roll it. I mean, like, look at that view. Like, it just gives you such good perspective, like feeling like you're up in the mountains, and then just knowing you can go literally all the way over there, and those are all trails that you can drive and have the same amount of fun, if not more, than you're having currently where you are right now. It just does not feel like it's going to end well. But I'm going to throw the e-brake on, and I'm going to grab a beer out of the fridge. I will be right back, gentlemen. Oh my god. I just looked at the timestamp on the stream, and it's been almost 2 hours. But it's exactly what I've been saying, you know, occasionally throughout the stream here. Like, that's what I play these games for, is just that open world free roaming. And I can just literally grab a couple scouts and just have hours of fun. Oh, excuse me. I should switch to the other Bronco and try it. I will, Kiwi. I will do that, I promise. I'm just going to finish the trail I'm on right now because I'm really enjoying this. I'm going to try and not roll this, but if I get into a fucked situation, or if I can make it to the end here, then I'll switch over and I'm going to activate that other Bronco. Come on, come on. Oh, what? Alright. Come on. Like, this thing is almost like comically stable, almost unrealistically stable. Like, I don't know if it actually would have made it through what I just did the way I did it, but hey, we're playing a video game. We can allow it. But it is just probably the best crawler I've experienced in the game so far. Like, best scout crawler by far. It's not to say that I don't like other mods more. Like, it might not be my favorite mod, but this is definitely one of the best mods as far as technical, like, execution and, like, gameplay experience. This thing is just absolutely insane. But at the same time, that's my personal opinion. Everyone has their own flavor, I guess you could say, or different, you know, views or experiences or their own opinion, and different feels and vibes and whatever you want to call it to everyone's different style of play, different tone, whatever you want to call it. People like different things. So what I like, other people might not like. That's just life. Oh. See, I got on the soapbox and I started talking while playing the game and entered myself into one of those fuck situations I mentioned might happen. Oh well. Dang it, I was having fun there. Well, you got your wish, Kiwi. I'm gonna back out real quick. I'm gonna deactivate a couple mods and I'm gonna activate a couple different ones. So if you are watching the stream and bear with me, it'll take a couple minutes here to just back out to the main menu and activate different mods. But I'm going to load straight back into the same map, and I'm just going to take the Ford FB83 and anything else I can activate with it, because unfortunately that's the game you have to play with certain mods, where if they have RAM restrictions, you get kind of screwed to where if you have a mod you want and you can activate it, you're kind of just handcuffed to being able to activate anything else that you can activate with it, whether you like it or not. But again, we'll be getting a patch soon, which will allow us to use more mods together, and we won't be as limited as we are currently. Ah, you didn't jinx me, Kiwi. You didn't jinx me. That's me. I drive so recklessly, and I was driving an automatic. I should have been keeping it in low gear. Like in that technical little section through there. That low gear. Why is it going back to... I quit to the main menu, but it's loading back into the game. I think that's what's happening right now. If I'm just stoned and crazy, if you guys can confirm that's what happened right now, because I didn't go back to the main menu and then load it back in. Or did I click through that? I didn't know. I'm so confused right now. I was in my truck and then I hit go to main menu and it went into this loading screen, and now it just loaded me straight back into the game instead of going back to the main menu. Like I got a couple of you that are still watching the stream, so if you can confirm that that's what happened right now, that make me laugh. Or did it go to the main menu, or did I hit continue? Am I that stoned? I think I am. I think I just hit continue and I didn't even realize it. Okay, so filter, subscribed only. Let's turn that off and go enabled only so I can just see what I had on. So this is what I was using currently. I had, you know, TNB Trails map. I had the off-road trailer pack for no real reason because I thought I'd be able to use it. But I mean, I was using it with the Tega, but I got the GGMS hybrid electric conversion pack. Thank you, Michael Gaskell, for making that. Gaskell Games. Definitely go and check out the GGMS hybrid electric conversion pack. Pack 1 is all Russian, Pack 2 will be all American, and they are set up for like logging and everything. But I was using the FD69. I'm going to turn that one off, unfortunately. I'm going to turn off the MD32. I'm just going to turn all these off, and then I'm going to see what I can activate. So turn that off. Subscribed only. I'm going to use the FB83 for sure. Ah, I wanted to use that with the Dubs tracker, but of course, not enough RAM. I'll use a Stadium. I'll use the Stadium with it, or no, can I? Oh, I can keep both of them on. Okay. I'll just keep both of those on. Fuck that. Yeah, I want to use the stadium, but I'd rather just keep the FD. So I can just keep the FD and just use the FB at the same time. And I can keep the conversion pack on, so I don't use... I don't lose anything. I always just try and turn everything on if I can. That's good. I just give up my CCM and I can use the FD. Or the FB83. God, there's so many different close names and acronyms that are so closely related, I just get tongue-tied while trying to say it. Well, the FD69 that I was driving and now buried in a tree, I'm going to have to recover. But I'd love to go back to that section, but I want to do the double hill climb, or the double archway. Yeah, so Kiwi, so is that you confirming it when I hit main menu the first time? It went into this loading screen and then just loaded back into the game. It didn't actually go to the main menu like it did the second time. That's just some weird SnowRunner juju weirdness. Man, these loading screens are taking forever. I almost want to invest in a next-gen console simply for the better loading times. That's all I want, is the better loading times. Alright, let's customize this FV83. Of course, fully upgraded. I love the stock tires. I keep these ones on it when I upgrade. Like I like these black ones. I really dig these. I like these ones. I do like these ones, but I'm not a big fan of the rim. I wish you could change the rim. The Tega tires are fun on it too, but I like these just classic white wall rim. I do not put the bumpers on because they honestly take away, like, look at the amount of ground clearance that you give up just by using that bumper. It is unreal. And this mod in particular, the one downside is how fragile it is, just like the CCM I was driving compared to the GGMS electric vehicle. But simply adding that bumper, it almost ruins the experience of the vehicle. It's so brutal. So I just use the standard bumpers on this vehicle just to be able to actually drive it and enjoy it. But that'll do. Let's take this thing out for a spin. Would be a fun area to use this. Such a beautiful little Scout. And I'm honestly, it's one of those mods like I was talking about a little earlier. Like, I'm kind of surprised this actually made it to consoles with everything we heard about how bad the restrictions are going to be for brands and real-world vehicles, and that won't come to consoles because it's a Ford, or that won't come to consoles because it's a Toyota, or that won't come to consoles because of blah blah blah. It seemed like it was just such a doomsday experience where we were just going to have to make do with like GTA lookalike knockoffs. But the mod creators have been able to, you know, make mods at the point now that we're starting to get these beautiful, you know, it almost is a GTA lookalike in a way, but they look so close enough to the real world vehicle that it just makes everyone so happy, and it gives us those vehicles that we have wanted in the game so badly. Like, the vehicles that the developers gave us are okay, but it's not really, you know, the stuff that people really want. The general masses, it's not really the stuff that people want. And mods really give us much more of what the people want, because it's made by the people. These are the things that people that have been playing the game and been like, ah, I want to see this vehicle in the game. And then they were able to, you know, through their skill and aptitude, create and build these vehicles into the game. It's fucking amazing. I'm so impressed by mod creators. It must take hours. I mean, like hours, hundreds of hours for some of these mods to be able to get them right and perfect them. Like, the amount of time it must have taken the mod creator to create this map is absolutely baffling. Maybe vehicles around the same amount of time too for some of the higher end ones. Like, it is just such an in-depth and insane experience. I'm so happy that we actually got them on console now. Because I already love the game enough as it is, but now that we actually have these mods that people created to then expand the experience even more and enrich it that much more, it's the best. The community aspect of this game truly is what makes this game special and makes it stand out from other games, in my opinion. Man, he changed this massive race section through here too. This is different. Yeah, this is different. Oh, that jump wasn't there before. This little bump was, but that jump wasn't there like that. That was dope. He turned it into more of a closed off actual racetrack. There are so many more trees on the map now. It's so much more detailed than it was before. Whoa! Did not expect that. Oh man, this thing is a little squirrely when you get it going. Like, that's one thing that happens. Like, it's fast, but it's actually a little bit hard to control in some areas. Whoa, like, I didn't even mean to go completely to the right like that. It just kind of jolted its way over that way. Steering is very sensitive, especially at high speed. I just want to get over this jump. Alright, this jump. Oh, I didn't get it. Alright, this jump. Come on. Yeah. Alright, that was fun. But I'm going to take this through that section that I brought the other Bronco through. Just on the other side of this little hip here. Yeah, if any of you guys were watching a little while ago, this little section through here is a true test to any vehicle. and their capability, and I'm pretty sure this thing should be able to do this with no problem. But this is a lot more rigid than the other Bronco that I took through here. So we'll see how this thing does through this section. Comparing Bronco to Bronco. Yeah, Jan, it was a glitch in the Matrix. Hey, Michael, you still on the stream, man? Thanks. Glad you're still hanging out. I'd like to ask a question to you if you're still hanging out in the stream, Michael Gaskell. He's again, he's the creator of the GGMS Electric Hybrid Conversion Pack. So I'd love to kind of ask. So if you're in the stream, when your pack went live the very first time on consoles. I'm going to stop driving so I can actually just get this thought out real quick. When your pack went live first time on consoles, the Scout vehicle that was in the hybrid electric pack was the Hummer H2. And according to the issues with licensing and the console mod restrictions, it had to be taken down. And I did see in your comment sections on the mod pack you had to take it down because of the licensing and blah blah blah. But I'm like, how did the developers approve that when they're like, how was that not brought up beforehand? Like, I'm not complaining in any way, shape, or form. I'm really happy that I got a chance to use that modded Hummer H2, considering the fact it is restricted on consoles. So the fact I had it for like a few days, and I do have video of me playing with it on my PlayStation 4, and I know you had to take it off and you recreated it on PC, because it isn't allowed on consoles, unfortunately, due to those restrictions. But I'm like, how did it get approved in the first place to even get on consoles? And then it just got taken down, which is a bummer in a way. But then, I mean, you made the right pivot and the smartest move where you just changed the pack to all Russian, and then, you know, make a second pack that's all American. Just the simple fact that like the Hummer H2 made it onto consoles even though it shouldn't is just kind of just a funny situation in a way that I just figuring, since I have the chance to ask you, I thought I'd ask. You had to update the Scout the same day as it was approved. Okay. So I think it must have been an overlap. Yep, okay. That makes complete sense. Yeah, so you had the second version of the Hummer without the Hummer, and then your version 3 with the same Hummer. Yep, okay. That makes sense. So, like, you submitted the pack for console approval, and it was set up the way it was, including the Hummer H2, and knowing that you couldn't include it, it was approved anyway while it still had the Hummer H2, but you had made the necessary changes to then convert it to the all-Russian pack and then change it to the YAR-87 and everything like that. But it just worked out in a way that where the those of us that were lucky enough to download the pack initially on consoles when it was first released, we were able to use a modded Hummer H2 for a couple days, which is a nice little surprise in a way, considering that the restrictions are unfortunately set up in a way where we technically aren't supposed to get anything like that on consoles. But it's good that you are able to make it for PC and still get that out there. I am just straight up dying in that water. It's too deep. This thing is very fragile, just like the CCM. It only has like 150 repair points for the engine and only like 100 points for the suspension and stuff like that. Oh, and they did contact you saying that you had to remove the Hummer. But I mean, but that what was that after? So, like, did I read that first comment right where it had been you knew that in advance and you were already prepared for that, but they still reached out and said that after they approved it, knowing that it shouldn't be on there anyway? Like, that just seems kind of silly to me in a way. Like, how did they approve it knowing that it shouldn't be on there and then contact you after the fact saying that you have to take it off, but you already knew that and already had taken the right steps, it just hadn't gotten updated yet? Like, there's just some silly, weird stuff like that, kind of like similar to the situation with the Big Moose. Like, how the hell they approved the Big Moose 3500 knowing the RAM restrictions that they cause? Like, how did they approve that before the patch is released? Knowing that, I mean, they couldn't have predicted probably how many people widespread would not be able to use it, but like, if they knew about those type of restrictions and the fact that some people might not even be able to turn it on, how the fuck did they approve it? Like, that is just, that's silly. That is honestly very silly and kind of short-sighted, just weird in a way. Just not exactly intelligent. You think they checked the version without the... Oh, they checked the version without the Hummer and then it got approved and it went live, but the update that had removed the Hummer hadn't been live yet, so when it went live it just happened to release the Hummer H2 on consoles. That makes sense. Hey, and like I said, it's not a complaint. I'm just figured since I had a chance to ask you, I'd ask, and I really appreciate your honesty and let me know about how it went down. Oh God, that's what I get for looking at the comments while driving. It keeps getting me. Doing the stream stuff. Can I just back straight up this? I doubt it. That's way too steep. But if there's something I can winch to... Ha ha ha! God bless the mod winch. Yeah, so no, like I said, I appreciate your honesty, man. I really do. And like I said, not a complaint. I am ecstatic that I was able to use a modded Hummer, because just like the experience I had earlier with the modded YAR 87, using the modded Hummer for a little while was such a fun experience, because that's always been kind of a lackluster console base game Scout, where the mod Hummer, or I mean, I should say, the base game Hummer H2 has always been slightly lackluster, where it's kind of fun, it sounds good, but the performance has never been that great. And just like the YAR 87 from your GGMS hybrid conversion pack that you have now, the Hummer H2 version that you have gives that same experience, where it is just a better feeling, more responsive, funner version of the base game vehicle. And it's fun. It's just fun. It really is. And I'm really happy that I was able to get that experience of using that for the limited time that I did. I think I even did a stream when that had first came out, and I even said in the stream that I'm like, I was shocked that that even made it onto consoles. I'm like, how do we even have a modded Hummer H2 in this mod pack? Like, how did this even make it onto consoles? Because I've just been such a nerd and read up on all the restrictions and all the limitations and everything, because I do all the admin stuff in the groups. And so I've just been nose deep in all this stuff and knowing all the restrictions. I'm like, how do we even have a Hummer H2 on consoles right now? It's not even supposed to make sense, but we have it. And I think I had said that in one of the streams when it had first come out. But yeah, I'm glad I had the chance to use it. And I really do look forward to the American pack coming out whenever it does. Absolutely no rush. Like, you know, take your time to, you know, get that set up, get all the tweaks set up. If I remember right, I think it's like a Paystar, the Quad Steer, Western Star, the Scout 800 just rolled off the road in the same damn spot. This is why you don't do drugs and drive, kids. You roll off the road and you end up in the ditch. I have been, you know, drinking a couple beers and smoking some of the devil's lettuce. Accidents happen. But this thing seems to end up on all fours though. Like, it's crazy. Oh. He added a lot more little rhythm sections and little jump sections through here. It's kind of crazy. I just can't get over how many more trees and like foliage he has around the maps that just really add to the dynamic feel of the map. It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, thank you for asking that, Kiwi. I kind of had that thought, but yeah, I wasn't gonna pry. I'm like, I just love the sound of that. Like, if you're working on some custom models, like, hell yes. Hell yes. Hell yes. Just the fact I enjoy the stuff that you already have so much, like, I'm all about it. I like how fast this Scout is. Like, it is surprisingly quick. And it is rigid, but it doesn't, like, I don't know, it's not bad. Like, it's so well rounded. Go right this time. I went left last time. Such a good Scout. I absolutely love this thing. Even though, I mean, Broncos and Blazers and stuff look very similar. I mean, like a lot of vehicles, you know, any pickup's gonna look similar, but this gives me very hard, like, MudRunner vibes to the K5 Blazer that we had from MudRunner. So just the fact we have this in the game makes me so happy. Like, I would truly love it if somehow we got just all the vehicles, whether it's through mods or developer created DLC. I don't care how we would get it. I want all the vehicles from MudRunner back in the game. Like, that's why I'm such a big fan of, like, that the Zeke's 453 that came out. That is like a replica of the E7310 from MudRunner. That big, massive, like, Russian tank style 8x8. And the fact we got that back in the game now, granted it's through mods, like, I don't care. I'm just happy we have it. Come on. This is an awkward angle. I don't know if this thing has the traction on the rocks. I don't know what just happened there. It just, like, jumped up. Alright, okay. I just had to turn the diff lock on. I was spinning the tires too much in automatic. Oh, I'm gonna throw it in the e-brake real quick. Read the comments. Oh, okay. Alright, Michael. Thanks for all the info, man. I truly appreciate it. Kiwi, keep poking them. Keep poking them. Yeah, yeah, no, I agree. This Bronco is fantastic on this map. Like, it is almost on the same level as the other Bronco, just it doesn't quite, like, the extra suspension travel and the wider base of the other Bronco is a little bit more appealing, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with this. I love this. I don't even know where I'm going, so... I mean, but that's what I was doing earlier for about 2 hours. I was just literally just driving around the map, not knowing where I'm going and just having fun. But that's the beauty of this map. You can literally just like go around and have fun everywhere you go. Every single section of the map has some sort of different unique twist or challenge or puzzle that you have to figure out. It's insane. Like this is not how I remember it being. Like the updates that he put in is really impressive. Like he has not only like improved what he already had in place before, but he's added so much more. It is almost shocking. He has set the bar so high for like other mod creators for mod maps for the future, and I really hope this can like inspire some like people in the future. So like maybe a year from now, we start to see more maps on this level that like are trying to rival this. And I might be wrong, but I want to say in the description for this map that it is supposed to be a mod region eventually. So even if it takes a long time, like I believe he does have other maps he's working on or has on PC maybe, that might eventually become a region. But if he has a mod region of multiple maps that are all like this, like I'll never play anything else. Why do I do anything else? Come on. There we go. Good God, I could not get over that rock right there. Such a capable little scout. This thing is insane. It keeps getting into situations where I don't think it's going to get through, and then it just finds a way to muscle its way through. I mean, I have absolutely beat it to shit. Like, the entire frame is just all wrinkled and smashed up. But, like... this thing is absolutely thrashed. But it's still going strong. Look at that. Look at that poor thing. Whoa. Got a little hectic there. shit. Oh, see, like, I didn't think it was just gonna crawl its way over that, but it just, like, it finds a way to find the grip. It's almost surprising how capable it is. It doesn't feel like it should be as capable as it is, but it keeps finding a way to just find a way over every obstacle. Deep mud and water are definitely its weakness. The engine is very weak, so if you get any engine damage, it almost stalls out immediately. But as far as climbing right now, like, I am shocked at how capable this thing is. Like, this is the best experience I've had with it by far so far. Oh shit. I'm really glad I brought it out on this map. Thank you for talking me into doing this, Kiwi. Oh. How am I gonna get... Oh no. See, like, that's it, like I had just said a few times now. I mean, it seems like it gets itself in a situation that it cannot get around, but if you just take a minute and try and just, like, work it, like, it'll just find a way. Like, this is such a little billy goat. It doesn't seem to have any right to be as capable as it is, but this thing is a great little scout. Holy cow. That thing is absolutely beat up. BMP Productions. Dude, I'm sad I got on Xbox Series X and I can't have the Wrecker, Bronco, and, like, yeah. I mean, all those are super high RAM usage mods, and it is definitely disappointing. I hear you, buddy. Oh, okay, Mike Gaskell. I see in your comment up there in the thread talking about how you have a section within UK Gamers Discord, and you post updates fairly often with on your mods there. Okay, I'm gonna have to get in on there so I can keep up to date with everything that you're doing there, because I'm a big fan, man. I'm not gonna lie. Almost all the streams I've done, I've had your electric conversion pack in it, and I use those mods all the time. It's just so great that there's 5 awesome mod versions of base game vehicles within a mod pack that you're able to activate with so many mods like this Bronco or any other of the high RAM usage mods. Almost any of them I'm still able to activate your electric conversion pack with, which is awesome. It makes it so useful where I can use that with almost any of the other mods I want to use, where I can't use those other mods together because they're all too much RAM. Kind of like what BP was talking about, where you can't activate the Wrecker, Bronco, and the Moose 3500. I'm going to change the color on this. I want to look at a different color. I like the blue, like orange. I like the metallic colors that they have on this. These two-tone colors are nice. They're really good. I'm going to go with like a blue. Yeah, let's go with blue. I really like blue on this map. It seems to pop against the background. I try and do that sometimes with streams and stuff like that. Like, depending on the backdrop of the map, I try and pick a color that kind of corresponds or kind of pops, because you don't want the vehicle to kind of like blend in with the background necessarily. So having a color that doesn't blend in allows, you know, the vehicle to be seen and not, you know, get lost in the background and stuff like that. But that's just the nerd in me, paying attention to details that some people might not pay attention to. I'm gonna do this trail over here. I haven't done this trail in a while. But this little scout is just so aggressive. I'm gonna throw it in low gear and just take it slow and easy and try not and roll it. Shit, I knew it. What even happened? What are you talking about? Nothing happened? I knew that like before I even left the ground. I was like, I fucked up. I did something stupid. But the beauty of this, it landed on all four, and I'm right back on the same trail, like nothing happened. All the trails on this map are just fun, and they're all different and unique too, which is what makes it so fun. It just always gives you a constant different experience, as long as you just, you know, go to different areas. But like, you just constantly are presented with a different challenge, a different puzzle, a different type of terrain that you have to navigate through. Like, and it's just beautiful and scenic everywhere you go. Like, hands down, one of my favorite, if not the best maps by far. Like, it's almost inarguable. You can't really come up with any arguments that like really hold any weight against it. Bobby Morrison, welcome to the stream, brother. I haven't seen you in here yet. Welcome to the stream. Bobby Morrison's been a regular in my other streams so far. Glad to see you hanging out, buddy. Hope you're having a good Friday. Just been hanging out, you know, smoking the devil's lettuce and having a couple beers. Spent a couple hours exploring the map and then switched it up and changed a couple mods and just going back at it again and exploring the updated TNB Trails mod map. There have been a lot of changes that have been very, very fun and exciting to explore. And I just failed climbing that hill. I want to take this thing back to the sand dune area. Oh my god, that mountain sand dune desert area with the giant hills with doing all the jumps with the Yard 87 earlier. Holy shit, that was fun. Yeah, been a great Friday, Bobby says. Family came in town and he's been hanging out with fiance, with nieces and nephews all day. Nice. Family time's always good. Can't wait to test out the new TNB Trails map. Oh, dude, yes. So, like, if you're a fan at all, you're just gonna be even more in love because how long's this stream been going on? Over 2 hours now. This has basically been 2 hours of me jerking off, and you guys have been watching. Like, I've been free roaming with scouts for over 2 hours and having so much fun. I just went around at first with the CCM MD32, and I went around just scouting a little bit with it, and then I took the GGMS YAR87. It's the hybrid electric conversion pack of the YAR87, and I took that around the entire map with the radar trailer. And I used the radar trailer to, unlock the whole map as far as the map goes itself. So then I can just, pick and choose where I want to go and actually see where all the trails are and stuff. And then I, explored around a little bit, took around a couple scouts, and I tried to climb the arch, and I failed. And then, just jumped into other vehicles and just kind of been, cruising around. But honestly, in my opinion, I feel like the map has changed significantly, and significantly for the better. Like, everything about all the changes are very welcome and, like, surprising in some cases, but, like, not a bad surprising. Like, there hasn't been any negative to the changes that have been made so far. Like, I'm absolutely in love with this map even more than I thought I already could be. God, this thing just looks so good. I love the metallic, like, reflective paint. You don't really see that too often with too many mods. They seem to kind of avoid stuff like that to save on the RAM and everything. I love going to areas I've never been before. I haven't done this trail before. I'm just going with the flow and just having so much fun. This map, like, it just gets better every single second you play it, and I've been playing it for over 2 hours, probably closing in on 2.5 or 3 hours, and I'm just like, I haven't gotten bored once. Just constantly having fun and exploring different areas. Like, it's just, it has almost everything other than snow. The only thing that's missing is snow. And that's not a bad thing, because snow's just slow. Snow's fun, but snow is, for the most part, just slow. Wow, that was actually pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm really just trying not to mess this up, and like that was actually pretty tough to get around. It seemed like that tire just didn't want to get around that, so it's just like like anything, you kind of have to think about the angle you're trying to approach at. Like, you really have to be on your toes at almost all times on this map. Because you make a mistake and you just pay for it bad. Whoa. Alright, getting a little crazy. Getting a little crazy. Oh, blinded by the sun. I love all the God rays and stuff, but don't blind me when I'm on a cliff trail. Alright, slow it down, Mike. Slow it down. Slow it down. Don't mess it up now. This trail is fucking crazy, man. Holy shit. I'm in love with the Scout. Oh my goodness. The interior is fantastic too. I mean, it's not the most detailed thing, but it's just nice. It looks good. But just like the overall driving experience is just fantastic. Alright, take care, bud. Oh shit. Take care, Bobby. Thanks for stopping. Hey. Thanks for stopping by, Bobby. Oh my god. That reminds you of your '88 Bronco? Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy that I just died. Friggin', I went up snowboarding a couple nights ago with my girlfriend, and I did a couple runs by myself, and on one of them I went way too fast, and I slipped out on my stomach. I just did a huge toe side brake, and I slipped out on my stomach, and I just like bruised my abdomen, like right on my belly, right on my beer belly, and it fucking hurts when I cough. But sorry, that doesn't matter. Like, yep, I'm good, Kiwi. I'm good, Kiwi. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Bobby. I'm glad you said hi. Hope you have a good weekend. Holy guacamole. What? I can't believe that actually worked. Anyone that's still watching the stream, can you believe that that actually worked with no winch? How did I just do what I just did? How did this truck just actually make it around that corner? Can any of you explain that? Kiwi, you're probably still watching. How the fuck did that actually just work out that way? I'm not complaining. I'm just kind of baffled. Like, I was just hoping and praying that it was going to come around. I can't believe it actually did. Yeah, yeah, that was the forest. Yeah, the SnowRunner forest. Oh, is this like the cave that people talk about? It's got to be the cave that people have been talking about, right? Maybe people generally come in from the top. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to climb up this, but I'm going to try. Yes! Yes! Ah, it actually worked. Come on. Yeah, this has to be the cave that people have been talking about on this map. This is my first time going through it, and I'm climbing up through from the bottom. Pretty stoked about that. It's pretty gnarly. I can't believe this thing is actually getting through here. Like, I'm thoroughly impressed with the FB83. Even though it's a bit fragile, like, it has been absolutely performing in every single situation. A little bit of a cheat winch at the end there, but I just want to get over this. That was fucking awesome. Can't believe this thing actually climbed up that from the bottom. So that's good to know. Alright, so, okay, so the entrance to the cave is right up here at the top of, where the other, okay, okay. And then it just goes down through in there. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, alright, now I gotta climb down it. I climbed up it, so now I gotta climb down it. I mean, climbing down technically should be easier. I just need to not flip, and I need to not destroy my engine. I need to not be doing this in automatic. What am I doing? I'm just inviting chaos. Oh shit. Alright. Yeah, definitely way easier to go down, but I'm really, really stoked that this thing was able to climb up that. Alright folks, well I believe that's where I'm gonna close down the stream. It's been a good time. I appreciate everyone for hanging out. But I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna have some dinner. And hope you guys have a good night. Have a good weekend. I might do another stream in the morning. So if anyone oh, Damian Mackinson, thanks for joining the stream. I wish I could use the second gen, the Big Moose 3500, but I cannot because I tried. I tried to activate the Big Moose 3500 on both my PS4 Pro here and on my Xbox, and I got no luck with either. I just can't use it, honestly. But yeah, I would use the second gen RAM if I could, the Big Moose 3500, but unfortunately I could not activate it because of the RAM restrictions. So I'm one of the unlucky ones. So I would use it if I could. I look forward to when the patch comes out in the next 2 weeks. It should be either the end of next week or hopefully by the end of the week after. The new patch should be out that will increase the RAM limit by at least 40%, meaning we will have at least 40% more RAM to use. So hopefully we'll be able to then use more mods at the same time, and mods like the second gen RAM, the Big Moose 3500, we will be able to activate together at the same time with other mods. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to, within the next 2 weeks, having that patch out, being on consoles and on PC. The console mods issue, of course, does not apply as much to PC, but the patch will still be coming out at the same time because it is the second half of Phase 3, which is supposedly going to add hardcore mode. It'll add the separate paid DLC vehicle that we did not get like every other phase. We should be getting a separate paid DLC vehicle that should be a CAT C 618 or 681 or something like that. It's CAT CT 681, I think it is. It's supposed to be like a heavy CAT, like a little bit more aggressive version than the CAT rig that we have now. Yeah, and then we'll have to wait until Phase 4, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get some attachments for the back of trucks for small logs too. Supposedly we might get small logs with this next patch that will add potentially more contracts. We'll see. I don't know. This is all from the data mining. We'll see if any of it is true. But thank you for anyone that's still watching. Listen to me babble. I had a great time tonight, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. The Chevy Denali? I don't know about Chevy Denali. If you're, do you mean the Delta pickup that has been going around on YouTube? It's a GMC Sierra. That is supposedly coming to consoles. He has converted it to a console-friendly version, and he's named it the DND Striker. The DND Striker is the GMC Sierra convert that should hopefully come to consoles. So we'll see. There's no timeline or date when that might come to consoles, but hopefully it's sooner rather than later. If I had to guess, it would be after the patch goes live, because it looks like it'll be a mod similar to some of these that use a lot of RAM. But only time will tell. We'll see what happens. But everyone, have a great night. Take care. Drop a like and subscribe if you have not already. Check out my Facebook page, Maine MudRunner, and if you're in one of the many groups that I'm part of the admin teams for, take care. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the groups. Have a good night.